Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Motordrome Speedway. Tonight, we proudly present the very first visit to Western Pennsylvania of the Super Cup Stock Car Series, as well as 4 divisions of the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series. At this time, for our opening ceremonies, we ask that each and every one of you please rise up from your seats, and gentlemen, please remove your caps. If you are moving around the Speedway grounds, we ask that you pause with us momentarily, as tonight our national anthem will be sung by Stephanie Knight, and an invocation will be delivered by the folks from the New Stanton United Methodist Church. At this time, we'll introduce Mr. Sam King from the New Stanton United Methodist Church.
Thank you. Burl Riley from the New Stanton United Methodist Church will offer a prayer of praise and thanks to our Lord for this wonderful race evening.
Thank you, Sam. Gracious God, we thank you for the great day that you have given us and the great evening that we know you will provide for us. We wish that you put your hand on all the workers, all the drivers, and especially the owners of this wonderful track. We ask that you keep your heads bowed and praise the Lord, because we're going to have a moment of silence for our servicemen and women throughout the world, and we hope that the good Lord brings them all home safe. We'll now observe a moment of silence. Amen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Stephanie Knight.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Another rookie, John Simsick. 39 is Brian Knoll, and the 08 is Ted Gibala. As the green flag waves, 6 laps of heat race action for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. June Mihalik in car 38, the early race leader, as Tringes Sr. tries to get to the bottom. He sort of accidentally slams the door on Ben Stahl in car 37. Mary Catherine Shimko, a heat race winner this season, is 4th. She's got a pair of preliminary wins on the season. Six laps the distance in each of our 3 heats for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. And June Mihalik opens up a huge lead after getting a heat race win as a rookie earlier in 2010. Race leader June Mihalik as a rookie is 9th in the championship point standings, and she currently holds a lead of about 7 or 8 car lengths over the 37 of Ben Stahl. Then Mary Catherine Shimko advancing now to the 3rd position as Tringes Sr. is 4th. His son was a feature winner earlier this season. And as our chief starter Denny Carson displays crossed flags, that means halfway. 3 laps down, 3 to go for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. And June Mihalik's big lead has diminished. The The 37 of rookie Ben Stahl closing in very quickly on Mihalik and making a challenge for the lead. They nearly touch coming out of turn 4. They're side by side at the line. We've got a new leader on lap 4 of 6. Ben Stahl wins the battle of 2 rookies at the front of this field. They nearly traded paint on the front straightaway. And Ben Stahl in car 37 wins the battle of 2 Dodges. It's a Dodge Shadow versus a Dodge Daytona, with Mary Catherine Shimko's Cavalier gaining ground in a big way from 3rd position. Final lap, as the white flag indicates, Ben Stahl opening up his lead over June Mihalik. Now Mary Catherine Shimko charging around the top side of June Mihalik to look to battle for 2nd. And holding off a couple of heat race winning ladies for his first win of the season, Ben Stahl in car 37 will get the win over June Mihalik, who holds off Shimko by a fender at the line. Mark Tringes Sr. and Ted Gabala complete the top 5. Distance, Caveman Kevin Keffer on the pole. Rookie Dale Grubbs outside. Green flag is out. 6 laps in heat race number 2 for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Hey, we're 3 wide in turn 1. Looks like we're going to be 3 wide briefly entering turn 2. Look at Koffler on the move. He's got a feature win already this season. He's got an enduro win last Sunday, and he is quickly challenging Keffer to the outside. Caveman will not lead a lap after starting on the pole, as Paul Koffler Jr. takes the point position on lap 1. Steve Settle in the 3 car moving quickly up through the field. He's gotten around Ashton. He's gotten around rookie Komarinsky, who is also a heat race winner early in 2010, early in his career as well. And Settle now storming to the outside of Dale Grubbs Jr. in 62. Working lap 2 of 6. Battle for 2nd develops now. Keffer in the 14 trying to close off the outside lane, but he is unsuccessful. Steve Settle in car 3, a feature winner this season, moving around the outside of Keffer. Boy, look at Dale Grubbs throw that car into turn 4 in the 62 machine. This is now a 4-car battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the midpoint of this heat race. 3 laps down, 3 to go. It looked like Settle was going to march right around the 14 of Caveman Keffer, but Keffer staying strong on the inside. They might have swapped some stickers. There definitely is contact in turn 4. Nearly 3 wide again with Ashton in the 24 and Grubbs in the 62, joining this battle between Keffer in the 14 and the 3 of Settle. Running away with this event is the 05 of Koffler Jr., but all the action is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Keffer maintains the position in the 14, but now Settle, with his best run off of turn 4, will take the 2nd spot at the wave of the white flag. Here comes Ashton around Keffer. Final time through turns 1 and 2. Settle into 2nd, Ashton into 3rd, Keffer now in 4th and fighting with Grubbs. And coming out of turns 3 and 4, one of the most successful drivers here at the midpoint of 2010. Checkered flag for Paul Koffler Jr. His 4th heat win of the season over Steve Settle, Bill Ashton, Kevin Keffer, and Dale Grubbs Jr. Steven Sheltman, 31 is the points leader. Bill Schwartz, a 2-time winner. 23 is Eugene Zerfoss, a feature winner. And no start that time. No start. We're going to wave it off, as it seems that Steve Long got a jump on the rest of the field, so we'll wave the caution flag, stack them up, and try one more time. Green flag is out. 6 laps in the final heat for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. Steve Long in the 83 has been to victory lane at Motordrome. That was last season when he got a couple of wins behind the wheel of his own number 27. He's a former Jennerstown Speedway champion of this division. He's out in front with last year's championship-winning car that was driven by Matt Sever, and Andrew DeCavage in 2nd spot. Side by side, points leader Bill Schwartz and the 47 of Mark Tringes Jr. fighting for 3rd position. Remember, championship points are on the line in heat race competition. Long in his first start continues to lead the way. Dukavich in second, Bill Schwartz, the McKeesport driver, in third, and Mark Tringes Jr. in fourth. Two of the youngest drivers in this field, third and fourth, which includes the points leader in car 31. Side by side now, Zerfoss, the longtime veteran in car 23 from Acosta, PA. Pulling to the outside of Tringes Jr. at the crossed flags. We're halfway, 3 laps down, 3 to go. Zerfoss and Tringes really fighting fiercely for that fourth position. Into turn 3 they go, door to door. Neon on the inside, Ford Probe on the outside of that battle for fourth. Each lap at the official scoring line, the 47 of Tringes keeps a bumper out in front of Zerfoss to be scored in fourth position, but they are still side by side as Long and Dukavich run away from the rest of the field. Schwartz is third. And then this battle for fourth. White flag signals final lap. And this time Zerfoss will lead to the scoring line and puts his bumper ahead by inches to be officially scored in fourth position. And headed into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. With one heat race win in his own car, picking up the win in his first start for Matt Sever, Steve Long takes the checkered flag over Andrew Dukavich, Bill Schwartz, Eugene the Hillbilly Zerfoss, and Mark Tringes Jr. Returning after a devastating crash. And the 0-2 car is Mike Musiak, the former modified competitor. Green flag is out. 6 laps for the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. Denny Keller in car 13 with the glowing yellow rims now takes the lead. He's got a half dozen heat race victories coming into tonight. And second place driver Gary Ankrum, a former 4-cylinder winner at Farmington Speedway, gets that car a little loose and opens up the second position to Spadacine. We got a spin in turn 2. The 0-2 of Mike Musiak has gone around here on lap 1. And we're going to need a caution flag as Musiak has stopped in turn 2, the former modified driver division. Then Tracy Keller back in action, the former champion in car 1. As the green flag waves, 5 laps to go. Ankrum goes high in turn 1, still holds on to second spot over Spadacine. Now here comes Tracy Keller in the 1. That car left here in a basket several weeks ago. It's great to see the former champion, who was not only uninjured, but determined to get back into competition here in 2010. Look at this action, the battle for second, third, and fourth as Denny Keller destroys this field up front. Gary Ankrum in the Cricket 21. Chris Spadacine in the 43, Ed Sheltman in the 20, and Tracy Keller in the 1. All jammed up there, battling for second, third, and fourth. The just simply clean 21 of Gary Ankrum holding off all these veterans. Ankrum has only made a handful of starts this season. Oh, and Spadacine nearly gets into the wall after contact from the 21 of Ankrum. A great save made by Spadacine, but Ankrum drifts up high and opens the lane for the Ed Sheltman number 20 car. Oh, Ankrum is into the wall now. Gary Ankrum into the front straight concrete. The just simply clean 21 of Ankrum having some handling trouble since the wave of the green flag. He pounds the concrete and falls back. Now Denny Keller still the leader. Second spot, the 20 of Ed Sheltman, and the 1 of Tracy Keller up to third here as the white flag is waving. Keller making his return in the 1, trying to make it an all-Keller sweep of the top 2 positions here on the final lap as his cousin is out in front by a huge margin. Already posting a half dozen heat races coming into tonight. Denny Keller from Denora in car 13 heads out of turn number 4. Takes the checkered flag for heat win number 7 on the season. over Ed Sheltman, Tracy Keller, Chris Spadasine, and the 00 of Chad Goring. And a 2-car spin there as Ankrum goes around in the 21. And the 02 of Mike Musiak for the second time tonight spinning. 1 Mary Catherine Shimko, the double-duty driver. Green flag is out, 6 laps for heat number 2 in the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. All 3 of the multiple feature winners besides Denny Keller are lining up at the front of this heat race. It's Zane Farrell in 14, Kristen Ettling in 8, Ron Eifert III in 61, along with heat winner Denny Keller, the only drivers with multiple victories in the Chargers. 48 of Ed McConnell, also a feature winner this season. Zane Farrell in car 14, we call him the prom king. And he is out in front of Kristen Ettling. Ettling had a dynamite first half of 2010 and had some misfortunes come her way in car number 8. Zane Farrell, the race leader, the Ruffsdale teenager. Kristen Ettling, recent college graduate, in second. Ron Eifert III in third, and Ed McConnell in fourth. Then it's Al Minjock, the veteran, over John Scott. Ettling gained just a little bit of ground on Farrell that lap. Ettling continues to gain in turn 3, and that car handling just a little bit loose, we noticed in practice. Ettling has that car slung sideways through the corners tonight. She's accustomed to that. She's a dirt track racer as well as pavement. And a little miscue there in turn 2 allows Zane Farrell to open up his biggest lead of the event, 4 to 5 car lengths now for Zane Farrell in car 14. We got a spin on the backstretch. Al Minjock goes around in car 41. Caution flag will wave. Green flag is back out on lap 4 of 6 for the Pro Auto Supply Service Chargers. Race leader is Zane Farrell. Second spot, Kristen Ettling. 61 of Ron Eifert III and Ed McConnell, the top 4 ahead of John Scott. Ettling in car number 8 had been suffering from a tight handling race car for several weeks, and now that has been corrected and then some, as that car is a little bit loose handling tonight with the white flag being displayed indicating final lap around the Motordrome Speedway in Pro Auto Supply Service Charger heat race competition. And the current points leader for the division, coming out of turn number 4 to win his 6th heat race of 2010, it's Zane Farrell taking the checkered flag over Kristen Ettling, Ron Eifert III, Ed McConnell, and Al Minjock. Two-time winner. 18 is Jeff Zellweger from Allison Park, and the green flag waves. Napa Street Stocks at full speed for an 8-lap preliminary heat race. Dink Colarusso and Dustin Blank leading the way. Here comes Aaron Minjock to the inside of young Matt Sever. Dink Colarusso in the 0 will officially lead lap 1. Colarusso was the dominant feature winner, posting double-digit wins in 2009. And with this new race car, he has 1 win so far in 2010. Second spot, Dustin Blank. He was a winner last season, looking for his first checkered flag of 2010. Aaron Minjock in car 34 got a career first win in this division after dominating the Chargers the last couple of seasons. Minjock in 3rd, Matt Sever in 4th. Sever, not only a teenager, not only a rookie, but now a multi-feature winner in the Napa Street Stocks. Three of 8 laps completed, a huge lead for Dink Colarusso. And Minjock, who nearly destroyed that race car just about a week or 2 ago, in the 34, is now feeling the pressure from Matt Sever. You see the 34 wiggle around the racetrack just a bit. You've got to wonder if that team had enough time to put that race car back together the right way, or if they just put it back together in order to maintain their standings in the points this evening, to come out and ride around and earn some championship points. Matt Sever now up to third, Dustin Blank in second, race leader is Dink Colarusso. Colarusso, the race leader in car 0. Dustin Blank in second, Matt Sever in third. Aaron Minjock in fourth spot. Got to hand it to that Minjock crew because that car was seriously damaged just a few weeks ago. And although it's not handling quite right tonight, on the white flag lap, he's inside the top 5 behind Blank and Sever. But up front, the veteran from Greensburg, complimenting his lone feature victory of 2010. He had 3 heat race wins coming into tonight. And as he enters turn number 4, he will make it 4 heat race wins on the season. Defending champion Dink Colarusso takes the checkered flag over Dustin Blank, Matt Sever, Aaron Minjock, and Jeff Zellweger. Kostelnik. The rookie in car 03 is Terry Schwartz from McKeesport. And we are green and racing heat race number 2 for the Napa Street Stocks. Sean Phillips, the early race leader over points leader Scott Aiello, then Tom Knight Sr. and Andrew Kostelnik. Door to door for third spot coming out of turn 4. Race leader Sean Phillips in 31, Scott Aiello in second, and then a heated battle between Andrew Kostelnik and Tom Knight Sr. Both of those drivers battling for third, actually racked up more wins in their career at Jennerstown Speedway than here, and now Kostelnik slightly off the pace, pulled down to the inside. Working lap 3 of 8, Sean Phillips with a huge lead. The race leader in car 31 had a disastrous beginning to 2010 as his machine caught fire on opening night and he was out of action for several weeks, then returned with a second place and a first place in his first 2 outings recently. Phillips in car 31, by percentage, is having an outstanding 2010 as he's made only a few starts and picked up a feature victory. Aiello in second spot on the racetrack is the points leader for the Napa Street Stocks. Aiello got an upset victory on opening night in his 5th career start in a street stock. Since that feature win on opening night, he's posted the consistency to remain atop the point standings, as he is in second spot over Tom Knight Sr. in third and Andrew Kostelnik. Third place driver Tom Knight may have led more feature laps than any other driver this season, looking for that first win, however. Final lap as the white flag is waved above Sean Phillips in car 31. He will be cruising to an easy heat race victory with a half straightaway lead over the points leader. And grabbing another heat race victory, former champion of the Napa Street Stocks, Jefferson, Pennsylvania's Sean Phillips takes the checkered flag over Scott Aiello, Tom Knight Sr., and Andrew Kostelnik. Car 40 and the 93 is Mike Lemley of Dawson. Green flag is out, 8 laps for the Wyotech Modifieds. Wheel to wheel, very close racing up front. Bobby Benson, Lonnie Hoffman fighting for the lead and making contact. Benson, Hoffman nearly locked wheels in the battle for the lead. Hoffman trying to get to the inside and prevent the advances of Bobby Ship in 04. A great story behind the wheel of car 14, Bobby Bentz. Late model team owner for many seasons after he sort of hung up the helmet. Now making about his 4th start of 2010. Last week, Bentz nearly stole a feature victory from Brian Shipp. It's Bobby Bentz now trying to hold off 2 fierce competitors and feature winners this season. The 04 Bobby Shipp and the 96 of Lonnie Hoffman. 2 of the strongest competitors in this field, bearing down on the recently retired Bobby Bentz. Bentz in car 14 maintains the inside lane on lap 3 of 8. Hoffman, who's made several outside passes this season, very comfortable in the high side of Motordrome Speedway, and Hoffman will take the lead in car 96. The 2-time feature winner now out in front. Sits just 14 points out of the lead in the championship standings. Bobby Bentz now in 2nd spot, and look at the Shipp brothers. Most recent Wyotech modified winner, Brian Shipp in car 40. His older brother, Bobby Shipp in 04, also a feature winner. Gary Scott in the 16, a 2-time winner. And it looks like Shipp is laying the bumper to Bobby Bentz. With 2 laps remaining, a heated fight for 2nd. Bobby Bentz, the veteran, and former Charger Division champion, Bobby Shipp in 04, slugging it out and making contact in that fight for 2nd as the white flag is displayed to Lonnie Hoffman. Final time through turns 1 and 2, and Bentz able to hold off Shipp for the moment. And in turns 3 and 4, headed for his 6th heat race win of the season. The hometown hero, Lonnie Hoffman, takes the checkered flag over Bobby Bentz, Bobby Shipp, Gary Scott, and Brian Shipp. In car number 3, Chris Brink. 18, the fly-in fireman, Billy Rebar from Smithton, and 15, Jonathan Heilman, the rookie. Green flag is out. Adam Kostelnik in car 00, the winner 2 events ago. And J.P. Weiser, a heat race winner in 2010. Car 17, still wheel to wheel for the lead. Chris Brink, the championship standings leader, is 3rd, moving around Pat Hanley in 60. Kostelnik and Weiser glued together side by side all the way around the half-mile oval. Weiser, the youngster, may have the lead as they approach the scoring line. He's got a terrific run out of turn 4, and Weiser takes the lead from the 6-time champion. One of the youngest drivers in the modified field is out in front. Last year's Rookie of the Year at Lake Erie Speedway, J.P. Weiser, makes a pass of the 6-time champion to grab the point position. Now the 3 of Chris Brink moves around Kostelnik. Chris Brink in car 3, a 3-time feature winner. Now the runner-up position as Kostelnik fades to 3rd. Now his former ride is challenging him. The Viglione Motorsports number 60 with Pat Hanley at the wheel steals the 3rd spot away in turn 4. Halfway, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go for the Wyotech Modifieds. J.P. Weiser in car 17 holds the lead over Chris Brink. Then it's Pat Hanley and Adam Kostelnik 3rd and 4th. Three laps to go, and Chris Brink is able to reel in Weiser in turn 1. And then Weiser, with a great leap off of turn 2, rebuilds an advantage of a couple car lengths each lap. Weiser got a heat race win in our most recent event. Feeling the pressure now of Chris Brink. Brink has 3 heat race wins to complement those 3 feature wins. And the interval now about a car length and a half at most. This time, the white flag signals race leader J.P. Weiser the final lap. Brink in car 3 usually prefers the high side of the speedway. He looked low that time, headed into turn 1. Does Brink, the points leader, have enough time to make a pass of the youngster with 2 corners remaining? For the second race in a row, a heat race victory for J.P. Weiser in car 17 over Chris Brink, Pat Hanley, Adam Kostelnik, and Billy Rebar. 5 feature winner Paul Koffler Jr. 39 Brian Knoll, 31 points leader Bill Schwartz, 83 is Steve Long, 23 Eugene Zerfoss, 04 Andrew DeCavich, and 08 is Ted Gabala as we are green and racing. 15 laps for the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. We're nearly 4 wide on the back straight. We are 4 wide, twice on the back straight. Unbelievable lap number 1 for the Super Compacts. Tringes Sr. driving on the grass, and we stay green. Unbelievable action without a caution flag. 3 wide, 4 wide. They're still going at it 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Up front, Caveman Kevin Keffer officially led lap number 1. Now Steve Settle challenges him for the top spot. Settle, a graduate of the Farmington Dirt Track, now out in the lead. The 21 of Will Ashton challenging Keffer for second spot. There's Grubbs, the rookie in car 62, and the feature winner from earlier this season, Mark Tringes Jr. in 47. A 4-car pack fighting for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There's contact, heavy contact, between the points leader Bill Schwartz in 31 and the 33 of Kyle Komarinsky. They're still 3 wide back there in the middle of the field. That's Koffler Jr. making a move to the inside. Now here comes Andrew DeCavich. Both multiple feature winners this season, DeCavich and Koffler. Contact made there between Komarinsky and Sheldman as Steve Long tries to thread the needle in the 83 car. This incredible action is in the middle of the pack. Up front, Steve Settle continues to lead. Paul Koffler, the 3rd in car 48, diving to the inside of Mark Tringes Jr. for 3rd spot. Up to 4th now, and moving around Keffer's 14 machine. It's the points leader, Bill Schwartz, who started deep in this field, and he has made his way into the top 5, as has the 04 of Andrew DeCavich, the 2-time winner. Challenge for the lead, headed into turn 3. Steve Settle took the point position from Keffer, and now Will Ashton in 21, looking for a first win of any kind. Former street stock racer on lap 6. Turns out that's car number 24, although it looks like a 21 from up here. Ashton, a 2nd-generation racer whose father has won street stock events here. He is looking for his first career checkered flag in the Super Compacts. Steve Settle in 2nd, and still a rather close 2nd. Koffler the 3rd, Tringes Jr. and Schwartz completing the top 5. So we have 7 laps of 15 now completed. Ashton, the leader, now putting a couple of car lengths between himself and Settle, as the action has indeed settled down just a bit. Koffler the 3rd in 3rd. 3 wide now on the front straight. Zerfoss in 23. Grubbs, the rookie, in 62. And getting the best of that 3-car battle, it's the 05 of Koffler Jr. Working lap 9 of 15. Race leader in car 24 is Will Ashton. 2nd spot, Steve Settle. 3rd position, Paul Koffler the 3rd. Now entering the front straight, the battle between Mark Tringes Jr. in 47 and 31 of Bill Schwartz. They're going to have to go 3 wide, perhaps, around the 22 of John Simzik, who's being lapped in turn 2. 3 wide briefly there with DeCavich, Schwartz, and Simzik. Now the 83 of heat winner Steve Long gets by. Four laps remaining. 2nd-generation driver from Hopwood is out in front. Four-car fight developing now for fourth position. Look at that, Tringes the fourth place car at 47. Two cars going around him, and the points leader spins after contact. Bill Schwartz, Steve Long goes around, gets hit by the 23 of Zerfoss and the 04 of Dukavich with a flat tire. Heavy hitters in this division, all involved in the same incident. Two-time winner Dukavich rolls the 04 to the pits. Zerfoss, the veteran feature winner in 23, limps down the front straight. The points leader in 31, Bill Schwartz, has damage. Steve Long, the former Jennerstown champion, now in car 83, has damage. County Speedway in Ohio, and he will lead the ARCA trucks here next Friday. Green flag is back out. 4 laps to go for the Coca-Cola Super Compact. Four laps remaining. Will Ashton in car 24 is out in front, looking for a career first win after street stock racing and four-cylinder racing. Paul Koffler III is in second spot, trying to hold off early race leader Steve Settle. And then Paul Koffler Jr. in fourth. That's father and son riding second and fourth on the speedway right now. Two laps to go, the signal given to the Coca-Cola Super Compacts. And we are on the cusp of a first time ever feature win for Hopwood, Pennsylvania's Will Ashton. That is if Paul Koffler III cannot run him down as the white flag signals final lap. Koffler is gaining. Koffler III, whose father is a multiple feature winner last season and this season in the Super Compacts. Koffler III trying to gain ground. But for the final time in turns 3 and 4, the second generation driver from Hopwood, Pennsylvania, Will Ashton, takes a career first win over Paul Koffler III, Steve Settle, Paul Koffler Jr., and Steven Scheltman in car 11. Will, come on over to Victory Lane here. We've got a Subway gift certificate for you and all feature winners. Now let's talk first about your career. You actually started in a division a little bit higher up on the NASCAR ladder, joining your father in the street stock ranks. Let's talk about how this car and this ride came about in this division.
Well, we put this one together for my little brother Ben to start racing, but he had a little slip up a couple weeks ago and he couldn't make it this week, so I decided to take it out for him.
Now, is your street stock career still active? Do you still have a car in the garage when you want to go street stock racing?
Oh, we got one there, but I usually don't come out because I live up in New York, so I was just down here for the weekend.
So your father from Hopwood, Pennsylvania, and I've been introducing you all night as from Hopwood, Pennsylvania. Where are you living up there?
Liverpool, New York. It's outside Syracuse, so.
Wow, a long commute pays off for you tonight. How about a chance to thank crew and any sponsors that have helped to put this ride in Victory Lane?
Only sponsors, Dad. Dad put it together and built it, and Mom and the family and everybody. Next time I'll remember everyone's name.
He's looking for a second win already. Ladies and gentlemen, his first trip to Victory Lane, Will Ashton. Pro Auto Supply Service. Rorick Toyota Pace Truck heads pit side. No start that time. And the start will stand in spite of Al Minjock in 41 not coming up to speed. Minjock was able to get out of the way, and we are green and racing 3 wide in turn 4. Hold on to it, Ed, as McConnell was right up to the outside retaining wall to the outside of Keller and Farrell. Up front, lead change very quickly as Scheltman grabbed the point position. It is now Kristen Ettling out in front in car 8. Ed Scheltman in second, Chris Spadacine in third. Minjock recovered from the terrible start and still holds on to a top 5 spot in car 41. Here comes King Farrell to the inside. And the points leader takes away 4th position. Minjock very close to the outside retaining wall as Denny Keller in 13 is looking to advance. Minjock now gets that car crossed up, nearly making contact with Keller. Everybody does a great job of avoidance there, and we are still green flag racing on lap 3 of 15. In car 8, Kristen Ettling out in front looking for her 3rd win of the season, her 1st win of this half of the season. Zane Farrell now in 3rd spot. Chris Spadacine in 43 falling back. Denny Keller in 13. Yellow rims aglow and taking the 4th spot away from Spadacine. Here on lap 5 of 15, Ettling has a 3rd of a straightaway lead over 2nd place driver Ed Sheltman. Now Sheltman feeling the pressure of Zane Farrell. The young points leader moves to the outside. Sheltman, a graduate of the Super Compacts. Farrell, a graduate of the go-kart ranks. And Farrell, the points leader, moves into the runner-up position. Sheltman in car 20 will soon feel the pressure of Denny Keller, the most recent winner who started deep in this field. Keller making some great moves coming up through traffic. Spadacine in the 43 is right there with this 3-car battle. Drivers vying for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Spadacine lays the bumper to Keller, and Keller not able yet to challenge Sheltman for 3rd spot. On lap 7, Kristen Ettling running away with this event in a very loose handling race car. Zane Farrell all by himself in 2nd, then this heated fight for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Denny Keller in 13, Ed Sheltman in 20, Chris Spadacine in 43, and now Tracy Keller joins this battle. Denny Keller's cousin Tracy in car number 1, returning to action tonight, going side by side with Spadacine. And after trying to pry open the inside lane, Denny Keller swings to the outside, working lap 9. And Sheltman having a stout run so far in car number 20, looking for his career 1st win. He is showing the desire for a podium finish tonight, hanging on to 3rd over Denny Keller. Now contact between Tracy Keller and Chris Spadacine. Spadacine makes the save but loses the position. And on lap 10, Denny Keller now advancing around Ed Sheltman. Kristen Ettling, the race leader, Zane Farrell 2nd, Denny Keller in 3rd. And in turn 4, headed down the front straight, Farrell is gaining on Ettling. He dirt tracked the car out of turn 4 that time and lost a couple of lengths. But here on lap 11, taking a look at the interval, Ettling a 2-time feature winner. Farrell the only 3-time feature winner. Moving around the Shimco 51 car. And we have only 3 laps remaining as Ettling reaches the scoring line. Ettling now stretching out the margin between herself and 2nd place Zane Farrell. Signal of 2 laps to go from Chief Starter Denny Carson. And 2 of the leading winners of 2010 are, oh, we got a spin on the front straight. Al Minjock goes around to bring out the caution flag. After Minjock had a disastrous start, he seemed to gather that car up and be performing at full speed, then goes around here with just 2 laps to go. Does Keller have something to say about this one? Green flag is back out, 2 laps to go. Farrell looking to the inside as Ettling's car continues to slide, but still race quickly around this half mile. Keller falls back about 3 car lengths. And now Farrell looks to the inside of Ettling. This will be a battle to the checkered flag. 2 young lions in the Charger division seeing the white flag. Final time around, the points leader in 2nd. Etling with an excellent turn one in spite of the loose handling condition. Through turn two, very smooth. This is it. Turns 3 and 4 to decide the win. Farrell dives to the inside. Etling tries to slam the door. They make contact in turn 4. Coming down to the checkered flag, Kristen Etling will win over Zane Farrell, Denny Keller, Ed Sheltman, and Chris Spadacine. And Peggy from the NASCAR kitchen down here to congratulate one of her favorite drivers, Subway gift certificate. Real simple question to start this interview. How much fun was that last lap?
Oh, it was fun. I love dirt track, and it feels like I'm back in the dirt.
Now, you've done some dirt track racing, but the handling of this car tonight, completely different from recent weeks. Are you going to keep it this way, or do you need to work on it a little bit more, because it seemed like loose handling might be your style?
I think the loose is better because I had a real bad push here for the few weeks, and we finally got the push out, and I think with me being real loose, it will get the push out. So.
And a chance to thank your sponsors and crew.
I want to thank my dad, Westside Lube and Tire, Henry Motorsports, Dirt Henry, Auto Paints Unlimited. Thank you to all my sponsors, my grandparents, and fans.
For a third time in Victory Lane in 2010, ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Etling. Is Brian Harrison with his brother Brandon in row 2, 77, Kevin Cromer, and the green flag is out. The Super Cup Stock Car Series. First ever visit to Western Pennsylvania, and we are up to full speed. Early race leader, Harvey Harrison, and his son now shoots into the second position around the local hero, Jeremiah Coons. Here comes the 77. Modified ace Kevin Cromer challenging for third, and he will take the spot away from Coons. Sparks coming out of the Jeremiah Coons number 9 car, the former Motordrome Street Stock ace, about to feel the pressure of fast qualifier of the night, Jody Harrison in 75. Harrison looks to the outside of Coons now. This is the battle for fourth. Harrison takes to the top. Coons holding steady on the bottom despite the sparks. That frame must be bottoming out here on the Motordrome Speedway. And Jody Harrison will take the position away in car 75. Meanwhile, his uncle at the front of this field, Harvey Harrison, continues to lead on lap 4 of 50. Battle for second now develops. The race leader's son is off the pace and losing 2 spots as Cromer and Jody Harrison both storm into second and third spots. Around the 15 of Brian Harrison, the third place starter. Working lap 5 and the second position battle. Most recent winner on the tour, Jody Harrison of Renwick, West Virginia, to the outside. Kevin Cromer from Walnutport, Pennsylvania, on the inside. And here on lap 6, Cromer holds tough in the bottom lane with the Hurricane Harrison up top. Harrison's quick lap time tonight set the pole at 19.238 around this big half mile. And now the Hurricane to the outside and by inches will officially take over the second position here on lap 7. Cromer falling back to third by now a car length, making 2 car lengths. The Hurricane is storming through Smithton, Pennsylvania up to the second position after he started in 6th spot as fast qualifier. Still holding the lead with a healthy margin right now, the 51 of Harvey Harrison, the patriarch of the Renwick, West Virginia racing family. He's got about a third of a straightaway lead right now. Then it's Harrison, Cromer, and Harrison. Jeremiah Coons still on the scoreboard as the 5th position car and headed into turn 1. He's going to feel some pressure from the number 2 of Ohio's Neil Gacom. That battle heads into turn 3. Gakem in the 2 car. And Kuntz in the 9. Kuntz making his first start in quite a while. That car has been in mothballs. But at the most recent event, Gakem in the 2nd spot in his home state grabbed a 7th place finish. So a top 10 performer at Shady Bowl. And now looking to move into the top 5 here at Motordrome is the 2 of Neil Gakem. Kuntz still hangs on to the position, returning to his roots at the Motordrome Speedway. Watching this battle for 4th as Harvey Harrison continues to lead his nephew, the Hurricane, Jody Harrison. 3rd spot, it's former Modified Ace Kevin Cromer. In 4th spot, the son of the race leader, in car 15, Brian Harrison. And this battle is for 5th. Jeremiah Kuntz in the 9. And the 2 of Gakem makes a miscue there coming out of turn number 2. That gives Kuntz a 3 or 4 car length advantage in maintaining the 5th position over the outside invader. Series points leader Todd Peck remains on pit lane as he failed to take the green flag after posting 2nd fast time tonight. 2-time winner on the series, unable to take the green. Working lap 14. Race leader approaching lap traffic now as Harvey Harrison closes into the rear bumper of car number 80, Brent Nelson from Charleston, West Virginia. Nelson was a regular on the old Hooters Pro Cup Tour and has visited the Motordrome Speedway in that series. And here with the first ever visit of the Super Cup Stock Car Series, with the former Pro Cup machines in action, Nelson goes a lap down. And now Harrison putting a lap on the 66 of Damian Jenks, the Wisconsin driver from the racing town of West Salem, Wisconsin. And the 5 is off the pace. Son of the race leader, younger son of the race leader, Brandon Harrison, has slowed dramatically going a lap down, and we expect that machine to possibly head for the pit area soon. We are on lap 17 of the 50-lap debut of the Super Cup Stock Car Series. 2nd place driver, the Hurricane Harrison, is trapped in lap cars now. His cousin, the 5, just beneath him, and now reeling in the 66 of Jenks. This allows race leader Harvey Harrison to open up an even bigger interval over his nephew. Jenks in the 66, not an easy car to pass, as finally the Hurricane moves around him on the back straight and into turn 3. In turn 4, the Kuntz and Gakem battle resumes. Down the front straight, Jeremiah Kuntz in car number 9. And the 2 of Neil Gakem, the recent 7th place finisher. On lap 20 of 50. Their battle rages on as now Gakem tries to pull side by side with Kuntz. Sparks continue to fly from the frame of Kuntz's number 9. Kuntz went right from the street stock ranks into the Hooters Pro Cup Series years ago. And this car has been sitting without a place to race until tonight, when the Super Cup stock cars offer a chance for Kuntz to return to his roots. Gakem now on the outside on lap 21. And it looks like he will complete the pass for 5th position over the local hero. Neil Gakem of Hinckley, Ohio, now in 5th position. On the front straight, race leader Harvey Harrison has seen his lead diminish as the Hurricane, his nephew Jody Harrison, fast qualifier for the night, closing in now in turn 2. It is lap 23 of 50, and the Hurricane using the highest possible lane of the back straight. They are approaching the 31 car of Tom Williams from Xenia, Ohio. And as they approach to put him a lap down, they go side by side. 1 lap shy of the midpoint, and the Hurricane makes his first bid for the win. Most recent winner on the tour in car 75 is Jody Harrison. He has a second, and a win in 3 events on the tour. Harvey Harrison, his uncle, stands between him and the lead at the crossed flags, indicating halfway through the Super Cup Stock Car Series first visit to Motordrome Speedway. 25 down, 25 to go. And now the Hurricane on the high side of the speedway. Harvey Harrison inside, Jody the Hurricane Harrison outside, and Harvey makes a miscue coming out of turn 4, surrendering the lead to the Hurricane. Harvey Harrison got sideways coming down the front straight, exiting turn number 4, and that's all the Hurricane needed. Clearly, Jody Harrison in car 75 will take the points lead with his championship nemesis still on pit lane, and he is setting a torrid pace, lapping up to the 6th place car as Kuntz now goes 1 down to the leader. Second spot still Harvey Harrison in spite of that miscue. 3rd place driver, the 77 of Kevin Cromer, the Eastern Modified hot shoe. In 4th place in car 15, the older son of the recent race leader, that is Brian Harrison in the 15. And the 2 of Neil Gacom in the 5th position, but now 1 lap down in that spot. Threatening skies overhead here at Motordrome Speedway. Race leader, the Hurricane, Jody Harrison of Renwick, West Virginia, working lap 29 of 50. His uncle in 2nd spot, Harvey Harrison. Harvey Harrison was 4th in the most recent event at Shady Bowl Speedway. Kevin Cromer, the 3rd place driver in car 77, was 3rd in the most recent event. And we got a hard crash on the back straight. The 2 of Neil Gacom, he just took the 5th position and then pounded the outside wall after making a move on Jeremiah Kuntz to find himself in the top 5. A severe impact on the back straight. Neil Gacom from Hinckley, Ohio. Green flag is back out. 20 laps to go for the Super Cup Stock Car Series. Their first ever visit to Motordrome Speedway and Western Pennsylvania. Out of competition at this point in the event, points leader Todd Peck, who failed to take the checkered flag. The 80 of Brent Nelson from Charleston, West Virginia, and the 90 of Wally Schweizer from Shrewsbury, PA. 3 cars out of action as the race leader, the Hurricane, Jody Harrison. He's not finished worse than 2nd on the entire tour. He took the lead from his uncle as Harvey Harrison hangs on to 2nd spot. 77 Kevin Cromer in 3rd. 4th spot, the 15 of Brian Harrison. The local favorite, Jeremiah Kuntz, in 5th position in car 9, his first start in several seasons. Also out of action as a result of that caution flag incident, Neil Gacom from Hinckley, Ohio. The Hurricane, Jody Harrison, set fast time of the night in qualifications. And now on the cooler nighttime pavement, seems to be the class of this field in the Super Cup Stock Car Series. Lightning in the distance, darkening skies, and the threat of rain. These drivers are holding nothing back as we are past the midpoint of the event, which means this race would be declared official if it ended right now. Race leader, the Hurricane, Jody Harrison. With about a 1/3 of a straightaway lead over Harvey Harrison, the early race leader, who started on the front row. 77 Kevin Cromer started in 8th position. He's riding in 3rd right now. 15 of Brian Harrison in 4th. Kuntz, the front row starter in car number 9, is back in 5th spot. Working lap 38 of 50. Jody the Hurricane Harrison looking to make history and win the first ever Western Pennsylvania visit of the Super Cup Stock Car Series. What a tremendous tour he has had in 2010. Second place at Columbus, second place at Ona, a win at Shady Bowl, and quite possibly 2 in a row to take the points lead from Todd Peck, who failed to start tonight's feature event, who sets second fast time and will be loaded on the trailer. Laps to go, and the lead interval holds steady between the 51 of Harvey Harrison in second and his nephew, the race leader, Jody Harrison. Pennsylvanian Kevin Cromer in third spot, splitting up this family. And then Brian Harrison and Jeremiah Kuntz. Just 8 laps remaining now. And how one evening can change the complexion of an entire series. The Hurricane Harrison goes from challenging for the points lead to what will probably be a comfortable margin after tonight. With incredible consistency. Second, and first coming into tonight's stop at Motordrome. Lapped cars will be encountered before the finish. Harvey Harrison in the 51 looks to be gaining just a bit. You have to wonder if Jody Harrison is using everything that fast ride has with just 5 laps to go. The 31 of Tom Williams from Xenia, Ohio, about to go another lap down to the race leader. And on the back straight, very carefully, the Hurricane makes that pass. Again, his uncle Harvey Harrison in 51 gaining just a bit. This race well in the hands of the Hurricane at this point. Before the finish of this event, they could encounter the Damian Jenks number 66 car to go a lap down. The West Salem, Wisconsin driver making his first visit to Motordrome Speedway. And now clearing the 66 of Jenks. Race leader, the Hurricane, Jody Harrison, with clear racetrack and the signal of 2 laps to go. Harrison's ride, like most of these steel-bodied stock cars, once on the USAR Tour, then legislated out of competition. And that's where the Super Cup Series was born, an opportunity for these experienced drivers and Cup-type cars to compete once again, and the white flag is showing the final lap to the driver from Renwick, West Virginia, who makes history in the first Pennsylvania stop of the Super Cup Series. Checkered flag is waving. The Hurricane, Jody Harrison, gets the win. Coming home in second, the 51 of Harvey Harrison. In third spot, Walnutport, Pennsylvania's Kevin Cromer. In fourth, it's the 15 of Brian Harrison and the hometown favorite Jeremiah Kuntz with a top 5 finish in his first start.